Hey, I'm sorry about tonight. Well, you know, for this. You've been out of town for months, and I figured it'd be nice to go camping together when you came back to visit. The two of us could get out a little, go hiking a bit, see the local wildlife, maybe watch the sunset, and finish the night up with roasting marshmallows and making s'mores. But I somehow forgot to check the weather report, and now we're stuck inside of our tents for God knows how long until the rain clears up. I just. I don't know. You're finally back in town, and I wanted to make today special for you, and I'm sorry. I know I can't control the weather, but I could have at least checked my weather app. I mean, huh? You're still having a fun night? But how? We're just stuck in a tent together. I mean, I'm having a fun night too. Just being here with you makes me so happy, but. Sorry, I'm just thinking too much, I guess. Hopefully, the rain clears up soon, and we can pack up our stuff and just go out to eat or something. So, how have you been? Yeah? Well, I'm glad. You deserve a break for once. And, I don't mean to pry, and you totally don't have to tell me about it, but, how are things going with Chad? Yeah, I heard about that. I'm sorry things didn't work out between you guys. I know you really liked him, and, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up. So, New Mexico, and that's where you moved to, right? So, what's it like out there? I mean, besides being hot as hell and infested with scorpions. Yeah? I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's beautiful. Desert landscape with cactuses and sand and rocks and, yeah, beautiful. I'm sorry. You know I can't stand the heat. I think I'd actually melt if I stepped foot on New Mexico soil. But to each their own, you know? You prefer New Mexico, I prefer Alaska. uh, Look, I don't mean to go back to this topic or to make things awkward, but I've just got to ask. Why did you and Chad break up? I mean, I know it's probably none of my business, but when you left, you seemed so head over heels for the guy. I mean, you moved across the country to be with him. And, I mean, what went wrong? Too personal? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked. I'm just being nosy. Hey, you remember that one time back in high school when Ryan Connors snuck his pet snake into school? I mean, he was always pretty weird, and he probably shouldn't have kept that snake in his book bag, but seeing the look on Miss Bennett's face was beyond worth it. Huh? Where did that come from? I don't know, I was just thinking about us back then, I guess. And to be honest, it was getting a little too quiet in here, and I wanted to stop that before it got too awkward. Huh? No, I was just thinking. Is it okay if I tell you something? No, it's. Well, the thing is, it might make things kind of awkward. And if you don't want me to do that right now, then I can totally just wait and call you or tell you after this because I don't want to. Alright. I'll spit it out. I never thought I'd actually tell you this, but truth be told, I've been meaning to say it since I picked you up at the airport. I don't know what happened between you and Chad. I don't know why you broke up, and I sure as hell don't know why you decided to come visit me after it happened, but I'm really glad that it happened. I'm sorry, I'm not happy that you broke up with someone, or if you got hurt, so I'm not happy that happened, but I mean, Chad, I've been your best friend since high school, and I've always supported you no matter who you decided to be with. But him? I guess it's no secret I was never much of a fan of the guy, but I guess I just never understood why you went out with him. I mean, there are so many amazing guys out there, and you could get any of them. You're cute, you're smart, you're talented, like, seriously, the most talented person I've ever met. I mean, okay. Without rambling on for an hour about all the lovely things about you, you're the whole package. And for some reason, you went out with a greasy, two-faced, no good. Sorry, I know you cared about him, but I mean, I really don't know what you saw in him. And honestly, whatever you saw in him, I just wished you saw in me. I've had a crush on you since I first met you back in our freshman year of high school. I don't know what it was about you, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was sold. And then we got closer and closer over the years, and I grew more and more in love with you. Now, of course you had boyfriends. I mean, it was high school. Most people had someone. But I never really minded, I guess. I just assumed most of them weren't really the committing type, and usually I was right. They were there for a few weeks, maybe a month, then they were gone. But then you met Chad, and you were with him for a few weeks, then a few months, and before I knew it, high school had ended, and you were moving in with the guy, and I never understood why. I always compared myself to him. What did he have that I didn't? I mean, the dude's so full of himself, so arrogant, so just unlikable. I didn't get it. I really didn't. I felt so empty when you and him got serious. And then you left across the country to go live with the guy, and it broke me. And look, it's not your fault. I never told you how I felt. I was always so worried about making things awkward or you saying no, and I lost you. I didn't even have a chance, and as selfish and as terrible as it might sound, I'm glad you're not with him anymore. I'm glad he's out of the picture, and I'm glad you're finally back here with me. It just. It feels right. And. What I'm trying to say is that I love you. I loved you back then, and I love you now, and if you don't love me back, that's fine. I don't expect you to, but. I just had to finally tell you. Hey. Are you okay? I love you too. You have no idea how long I've waited to do that. Why the hell didn't I confess sooner? Huh? Oh, yeah. I guess the rain finally slacked up. You don't want to go. I mean, yeah, we can do that. If you want to just lay here and cuddle for the rest of the night, then who am I to object? This feels so right.